Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out a bunch of products from Milk Makeup. So a couple of months ago I did a battle between Glossier and Milk Makeup, and I felt like the Bionic products that came from Milk Makeup really kind of won that battle, and so I wanted to go back and try a couple of other products from them. I picked up a bunch of different things from Milk Makeup. These are all products that I have not tried before. So we have primer, we have setting spray, their sunshine skin tint, their flex concealer, and also their eye primer. So we have a lot to get through today, but I'm super excited to try these out because I just feel like I really enjoyed their cream liquid products, and so I was like, oh, let's give it a go. Plus, I really like their Kush mascara as well. This has been a huge favorite of mine since, I don't know, I want to say like 3 years ago. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with priming my face. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I bought the travel size just because I was like, well, I don't know, you know, if I end up not liking it, then the travel size like isn't as like, I don't know, price wise, right? Okay, so anyway, here it is. Looks like a clear primer. Ooh, and that is a weird, it's like goopy. It's a weird texture. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and give this a go. Oh, wow. It smooths on and dries down to a very tacky finish. Kind of like that though. Doesn't really smell like anything, which is nice. I don't know. I'm always torn between like enjoying that like products have a nice fragrance and then being like, oh, it smells like something. I don't know. But this is really good. This feels very, very grippy. I hope the skin tint works well with this. What is wrong with my earring here? I'll just poke that back into shape there. All right. So I would say one pump is probably enough. I did 1.5, which was unnecessary. So far, really like how that feels. Let's go ahead and test out the Sunshine Skin Tint. Here is the box, the packaging. I have this in the shade Sand. We will see if that is a good match. Hopefully it is. I swear, online matching, it's always a toss-up, you know? All right, here it is. Okay, so it is a weightless, silicone-free skin tint, provides light coverage, moisturizes with natural oils for a dewy finish, and protects with broad spectrum's SPF 30 sunscreen. Glass roller ball to dispense product, which I guess is this mechanism up here. It looks kind of dark. Uh-oh, we might have the wrong shade, but that's okay. Okay, so I believe I feel like you must, I'm assuming you pump it out. Oh yeah, oh that's crazy. Wait, I don't know if you can zoom in a little closer, but as I'm pumping, you can see the skin tint start to move through here. Oh, crazy. And here we go. Oh, I'm like really nervous. I'm gonna get it all over. Bless you.
You have to roll the ball.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know, but I'm assuming. Thank you. But I'm assuming that you have to get some first and then. Oh.
It's like a pen.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Should we do only a little bit at first to see how it goes? I'm like nervous. Weird. Okay, I'm just gonna do my cheeks first. Actually, color-wise, this doesn't look too bad. Okay, well, it definitely gave me just a light layer of coverage. I don't feel like I put too much on. Feels very, very hydrating. Okay, let's go for the forehead now. This makes me very nervous. I don't know why, because I just feel like it's... I understand that it's not going to go shooting out because...
It shoots the ball across the room.
But it's like, it's strange, right? Like I've never used a product like this before. The packaging is really unique. But it works well so far. I'm curious to see if it continues working this well during the week. Actually, it's a little light. You can tell there's quite a bit of difference there. It's really hard. I mean, because we're now in spring, I'm going to start doing that migration from like pale skin all the way to like being my most tan. And so I feel like this is just what we deal with around this time. Let me look at my skin. Looks beautiful though. Oh my goodness. It's definitely smoothed out some of my redness. Very, very light coverage, but that's what you would expect from a skin tint. So yeah, I like it. It's like a very natural finish. It's interesting because they say that it's very dewy. I would actually say it's just more of a natural finish. Although, given how oily I am, that may change in like 2 hours. Who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and then we'll be right back to do a little bit of the eye primer, do my eyeshadow, and then we'll do the rest of my face. The next product we're going to try is their Hydro Grip Eye Primer. So the description for this is a double dose to hydrate and hold, grips pigment, locks on color, 93% natural infused with hemp-derived cannabis, seed extract, hyaluronic acid, and blue agave extract. It's a lot of stuff. All right. I really love the packaging. I do feel like Milk Makeup always does an outstanding job with their packaging. Oh, great. It comes with a doe foot applicator. Awesome. And let's go ahead and try this. Okay, it's clear eyeshadow base. I need a little bit more, I think. Really swirl that around in there. Wow, it's very thin. Very, very thin. Okay. It doesn't feel like anything. So let's go ahead and see how this does with eyeshadow. I am just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette, and I'm just going to do a very, very simple look. We will speed through this, and then we'll get to trying even more stuff. I actually think that my eyeshadow went on really, really smoothly. I will say, obviously, the Charlotte Tilbury like eyeshadows are pretty incredible anyway, but I would say that this definitely helped them glide on and blend very easily. I'm curious to see how the eyeshadow looks for the rest of the day. As always, whenever I do a foundation or skin tint or base review, I always do a full day wear test just so you guys can see how it lasts throughout the day. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on now to the Flex Concealer. So this is a medium coverage concealer, covers, calms, and flexes without creasing or caking, which I really like the sound of that. So I have this in light medium, which I can't open. And here it is, very similar packaging to their Hydro Eye Primer, actually almost the identical size, but cool, cool. All right. And here we go. Also with a doe foot applicator. Again, this is light medium. So, all right, let's see how this goes. I definitely have quite a bit of darkness underneath my eye. So let's see if we can get that covered up here. Now, normally with concealers, I like to use a beauty blender to blend them out. But I don't have a wet beauty blender in front of me right now, so I'm just gonna use a brush. I actually feel like this was quite a thicker formula than I was expecting. For some reason, when it was said that it was like flexible, I was actually thinking that it would be more liquidy, but this is almost more like a moussey kind of a concealer. Let's see how this blends in though. And how it does with coverage as well. So what I'm seeing so far is it's done a pretty good job with coverage. I have this one crease right here that is just astronomical. That's like a straight up divot. I'm not sure I'm liking this concealer though. I'm not sure I like how it's blending. Now I wish I had a beauty blender. Just feels like it's, I don't know. I don't like how it's blending on top of the skin tint. I don't know if you can see that. it just looks a little heavy. And now I switched back over to my skin tint brush just to see if I could maybe get it to blend in a little bit better. But it's doing something, I don't know, there's like a little patch right here where I'm just not super happy about how it's laying on top of it. It just looks, it feels a little bit dark, right? Like, I don't know if it's also just because maybe the shade was a little bit off for me, but it feels like it didn't cover as much as I would like, and yet it was somewhat like, texture-wise, it was just like weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I said weird, really weird. I don't want to put on more because I'm worried that that thick texture will just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know. I feel like it might just congeal on my face, but I'm not super loving how it looks right now. It just looks, my under eyes just still look really, really dark. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then we will be right back. So makeup is more or less done. Oh, I haven't done my lips yet, but that's okay, that's fine. I'm actually just gonna be hanging out around the house, so I'm going to skip the lips today. And then we're gonna finish this off with, this is the Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, alcohol free. It says shake well, then spray. Super cool with the packaging, by the way. So you can see that it has like this green part on top, and then it has the blue liquid on bottom. Not really sure what it is or what the separation is, but still really cool in terms of the packaging. That's not aggressive. I thought it would be more aggressive than that, but it felt quite nice actually on my face. A very, very nice mist. I probably oversprayed it actually. My face feels kind of wet now, but this is what happens when you're testing things. You get super excited when something works well and then you're like, oh, let me add more. And then you're like, oh, overstepped it. Anyway, yeah, actually let's take a look and see how everything is looking right now. The Sunshine Skin Tint looks amazing. I did set it down with a little bit of powder, mostly just because for me, I just get so oily throughout the day that anytime I wear a skin tint or like a tinted moisturizer or anything like that, I'm always setting my face down. Everything went on really, really nicely. I really like how everything looks so far. Actually, what I ended up doing is I took the ColourPop Pretty Fresh pressed face powder in the shade Light 6, and I used that to set my under eyes, and actually I'm liking how my under eyes look right now. There's still a little bit of darkness right here and right here, but I don't know why I was still holding that up. But I like it a lot more. What I want to see actually now, and I'm going to test this throughout the week, I'm actually going to use this with one of my favorite foundations and just see if I like how it sits a little bit better. After I set everything down, I feel like it sunk into my face and it looks okay right now and it meshed well with the skin tint, but there was definitely a period of time where I was like, ooh, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's also just because I was using a brush as well. I don't know. Definitely need to test that a bit more, but everything looks so far looks pretty good. I'm gonna go clean my house now and I will do check-ins throughout the day. See you guys in a few hours. Hey everyone, welcome to our very first check-in. It has now been, well, it's 5 p.m. so I've now been wearing this for 6 hours. Let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, shockingly enough, everything looks really, really good. I took a look in the mirror, thank you. I took a look in the mirror before coming out here just to see how everything looks. And I do want to go into the sun, but then I start squinting hardcore and I can't really see. But everything looks really, really smooth. I actually wonder if that is the primer. But my skin looks like so smooth today. I don't understand what it is because when I woke up this morning it was not smooth. So I feel like I really like the skin tint right now. For the concealer, I still have mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I need to use it with a foundation that I really like and then I'll know for sure whether it's a yes or no from me. But everything looks pretty good. It looks pretty intact, and I've been running around doing household chores and then took a nap because the household chores were exhausting. Not really, but anyway. So yeah, everything looks good. I'll be back at the end of the night to let you guys know how it looks, hopefully at least like 12 hours in. So yeah, see you guys soon. Hey everyone, we are here at the final check-in of the day, and I actually am quite impressed with how everything looks. My forehead looks a little bit shiny, yes, but actually the coverage is still there. It's not bad. And then I would say right here, I've been blowing my nose all day. Just, that's like standard protocol for me because I have allergies, so that's just what it is. But if you look at everything else on my face, it's not bad. I have a couple of areas where I've like scratched my face, and so some of it has come off. But honestly, for a skin tint, this was some pretty decent lasting power. So here's what we're going to do for the rest of the week. I'm going to continue testing out everything from Milk Makeup. I am super interested in the primer and the setting spray. For me, those really do feel like they were slam dunks for sure. The skin tint I actually really like. It might be one of my new favorite tinted moisturizers just because I do really like the way that it looks. It was super easy to apply. I think it's done a decent job in terms of staying on my face. And then I'm just going to continue testing the concealer. I will let you guys know at the end of the week what I actually think about it. That pretty much concludes this check-in. I am going to go shower and go to bed, possibly read a book. I don't know, haven't decided. So yeah, bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to our Friday recap of how I feel about the Milk Makeup products that I tried this week. I'm going to give you a clear indicator of how I feel. So here's the travel size primer that I bought to test. Here's the full size one that I bought this week. And here's the travel size of the setting spray with the actual setting spray that I bought this week. And also the winter shade of the Sunshine Skin Tint with the summer shade that I just bought this week. So clearly everything went really, really well this week. I am super impressed with the complexion products that I tried for Milk Makeup. Let's talk about the skin tint first, just because I think it's a really good place to level set. So this is how my makeup looks 8 to 10 hours, 8 to 9 hours, I think, in at this point in time. I've had my makeup on for a decent amount of time and it looks good. I'm super impressed with the wear time on this Sunshine Skin Tint. Generally speaking, for skin tints, I feel like the lasting power of these products are usually not great. But combined together with the Hydro Primer and the setting spray, I do feel like the Sunshine Skin Tint lasts a decent amount of time. It's actually quite hot in California today and yesterday, so I did decent wear tests of this all week long. There's like doggy noises happening. Anyway, and so I'm just super impressed. The one thing I will also say too, and I wonder if this is coming across on camera, but everything is so smooth on my face. Like, it literally looks like I have no skin problems, which is not true, by the way. I have lots of skin problems. But when I'm wearing the skin tint, it does something to my skin where it covers all of it and makes it look really, really smooth and beautiful and flawless, and yet it doesn't feel heavy. It's not really a foundation. Like, I'm super impressed with the Sunshine Skin Tint. I know that the packaging tends to scare people a little bit with the glass roller ball, but so far I haven't experienced that sticking or anything like that. It's been working just fine, and it's nice because I can also control the amount of product that comes out. From a sustainable perspective as well, this is also super helpful because you can, I think there's a way for you to replace the cartridge in here. I need to do a little bit more research. I saw it on Sephora's website, so I want to look a little bit more, but I think there is a way for you to just switch out the container on the inside and keep the outside, which is really eco-friendly, so I like that as well. Let's go ahead and move on to the concealer. The Flex Concealer was very interesting, actually. So when I first tried it on, I didn't like it, and I think it was because of the way that I applied it. I used a really, really precise concealer brush to kind of blend it out and push it into my skin, and I just don't think that that worked. It wasn't the best way to apply the concealer. The best way to apply the concealer ended up being using like a thicker, rounder brush to push the concealer in, and I'm actually going to grab a sample here. So this is the LaRousse brush. This is an LR322. It's a kabuki brush, so it's kind of that very densely packed foundation brush. I actually preferred using this when I was using this concealer. I feel like it did a much better job of not just moving that product around, but actually being able to push it in and then being able to like blend out the edges. And so every time I use this concealer with a brush like this or with a beauty blender, it worked so much better. Actually blended into the skin and looked really, really nice, and it didn't bunch up or look like really weird or somehow remove itself from my face. So if you end up buying this concealer, I would definitely recommend use a beauty blender or a more regular sized foundation brush to blend that out. I think you'll see much better results from that. I will say it does a great job of not moving throughout the day and also not bunching up and not looking, you know, pilly or anything like that. I did set it with a setting powder after I put it on just to make sure that I could increase its longevity, but dude, even now it looks pretty good, right? I would say formula-wise, it actually reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer that comes in that like weird packaging with like, you have to twist it and then it comes out of like the felt, not felt, it comes out of like a sponge applicator and then it, I don't know, I don't like that packaging, but I actually really like the Charlotte Tilbury concealer as a concealer because it works super well and it just moves with your skin. So when they say that it's a flex concealer, I definitely see what they're doing with that and why they called it that, because I do feel like throughout the day it just moves with you and kind of just lasts all day long, which is just so impressive. So honestly, I'm really, really stoked on everything that I purchased from Milk Makeup, as you can imagine, since I went out and purchased like all of the full-size products so that I'm ready for anything that's coming, and I have my summer color for the skin tint. I really like everything that I've tried this week. I was super impressed. I feel like every time I put on the makeup and then at the end of the day when I was taking it off, I still felt like everything looked pretty good. I will say right now you're probably noticing like what's wrong with her nose. I don't have the skin tint on my nose anymore just because I've been blowing my nose all day long. Allergies are super on fire right now, so that's not Milk Makeup's fault, okay? That's just, I don't know. I don't even want to blame it on myself. It's California's fault. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you are looking for something to purchase from Sephora during their VIB sale, which is ongoing right now, I would recommend checking out their base products from Milk Makeup. I just really liked everything that I tried. Plus, aesthetically speaking, like it's very pleasing. So, beautiful, beautiful products all around. Way to go, Milk Makeup. I'm super stoked that I tried all of these products, and I would definitely recommend them. So yeah, if you guys liked this video, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Now, I picked up 4 different things, which, oh wait, no, I can't do math. I did 5 different things. That pretty much wraps up this video. If you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe and like to our channel. I said that wrong.
Subscribe and like to our channel. Like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.